Welcome to Theology Savage. It's Sunday of Holy Week, and we are in Mark's Gospel, considering Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. And most of the people who are praising Christ, giving him great acclamation, and rightly so, but their expectations behind the praise are probably more than a little misguided for most of the people. So here, just a few verses in Mark chapter 11, verses 9 and following. It says, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming kingdom of our father David. Hosanna in the highest. Now, Hosanna meant, save or rescue. And they're saying, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Their understanding of the Messiah, and you heard the kingdom of David, was that the Messiah was going to liberate God's people. Now, God's people are under foreign oppression and foreign rule. Rome occupies Jerusalem. They give the Jews a certain degree of freedom as it relates to their religious expression. But for the most part, the Jews are under foreign oppression. They pay taxes to Rome. They live under the watchful eye of Rome. And their understanding of the Messiah was one who was going to drive out the Romans, and it was merely a physical, somewhat of a political deliverance that they expected. More of the second coming language in the Old Testament that we see. They understood that to be happening here during Christ's first coming. And so their expectations for God, the incarnate Son, taking upon flesh, the King of all glory, riding into Jerusalem humbly, is something that many, and I think most of these people who were shouting Hosanna missed. And the beautiful thing about the gospel is God is seeking these sinners. In spite of their misguided expectations, he still comes. He still comes to save, just not in the way that they expect. And I think that's important to keep that in mind, because so often our expectations for what God should be or what God should do are misguided. And we have to attend patiently to his word and how he's revealed himself, what he's promised to do and what he has promised really not to do or not yet to do. And so it's important to realize the timing of Christ and his mission here is so different than what the people expect. And so we'll consider Jesus as he enters the temple. He goes in, it's evening, he goes into the temple, he looks around, and then he leaves for the next day. And so we'll pick up there on Monday. Be blessed.